Maya Collins sat on the cold metal floor of her cell. The walls were gray and smooth, no windows, just a small slot where food came through twice a day. She had been locked up for 3 weeks now. The alien ship made strange humming sounds as it moved through space. She was 19 years old. Her brown hair was dirty and tangled. Her clothes were torn from the fight when they caught her. Maya had been smuggling medicine to people who needed it. The colonies were poor. People were sick. The government did not care. So Maya stole medical supplies and gave them away for free. The aliens called themselves the Zephyrian Hegemony. They looked like big lizards that walked on 2 legs. Their skin was green and covered in scales. They had yellow eyes and sharp teeth. They spoke through machines that changed their words into human language. Maya heard footsteps in the hallway, heavy boots on metal floors. The door to her cell opened with a loud hiss. Commander Veltar walked in. He was 7 feet tall and wore a black uniform. His yellow eyes looked at Maya like she was garbage. "Human," he said. His voice was cold and rough. "You have a choice to make." Maya stood up slowly. Her legs were stiff from sitting. "What kind of choice?" "You can spend the rest of your life in prison, or you can do something for us." Veltar showed his sharp teeth in what might have been a smile. "Something dangerous." "What do you want me to do?" "There is a planet called Kythera Prime. It is a hunting world. Very dangerous animals live there. Rich aliens pay money to hunt these animals. But the animals are smart. They hide. They are hard to find." Maya waited. She knew there was more. "We need bait," Veltar continued. "Something to make the animals come out. Something they want to hunt. You want me to be the bait. Yes, you will be dropped on the planet. The animals will smell you, they will come to hunt you, then our paying customers can hunt the animals." Maya felt cold inside. "How long do people usually last?" "The record is 6 hours. Veltar's eyes seemed to glow. "Most last 2 or 3 hours. Humans are weak, soft. You come from an easy world." Maya thought about her choices. Prison forever or a few hours of terror before death. Neither was good. But at least on the planet, she would have a chance. Maybe a very small chance, but still a chance. "If I agree, do I get anything?" "Weapons, food, basic supplies, a knife, some water, that is all. The hunt must be fair for the animals. Fair for the animals, not fair for her." Maya almost laughed. These aliens thought humans were weak. They had never been to Earth. They had never seen what humans could do when they had to survive. "I agree," Maya said. Veltar seemed surprised. Most humans begged and cried. This one just accepted. "Good. We arrive at Kythera Prime in 2 days. Do not try to escape. There is nowhere to go in space." After Veltar left, Maya sat back down. She closed her eyes and remembered home. Not Earth, but Titan Station. The mining colony where she grew up. Life was hard there. The air was thin. The cold could kill you in minutes. Dangerous machines everywhere. Kids learned to be tough, or they died. Her father had taught her to hunt. When she was 12, not for sport, for food. He showed her how to track animals, how to set traps, how to be patient. "Humans are the best hunters in the galaxy," he used to say. "We do not give up. We follow our prey until it gets tired. Then, we kill it." Maya had thought he was just trying to make her feel better about being human. Most aliens were bigger and stronger. But now she wondered if he was right. The next day, someone knocked on her cell door. not the heavy boots of the guards. Light taps. The food slot opened. A man's face appeared. He was human. Older, maybe 50. Gray hair and kind eyes. "Hey there," he said quietly. "I am Jake Morrison. I work on this ship. Maintenance." Maya Collins. "I heard what happened to you. What you are going to do?" Jake looked sad. "Most of the aliens think you will die fast. But I think maybe you have a chance." "Why?" "You are from the colonies, right?" "I can tell. Colony kids are tough. They know how to survive." Jake pushed something through the slot. "Here, take this." Maya caught a small device. It was black and had a red button. "What is it?" "Emergency beacon. If you get in real trouble, press the button. Someone might come help you." Jake paused. "Might. No promises." "Why are you helping me?" "Because you are human. We have to help each other out here." Jake started to leave, then stopped. "Listen, those aliens think they know everything, but they do not know humans. Real humans. Show them what we can do." The food slot closed. Maya looked at the beacon. It was small enough to hide. She put it in her boot. On the last day, Maya could feel the ship slowing down. They had reached Cathara Prime. Through the walls, she heard voices, aliens talking and laughing, making bets, gambling on how long she would survive. Veltar came to get her. 2 guards with energy weapons followed him. They walked through the ship to a large room. Windows showed space and a planet below. The planet was covered in red forests. Tall crystal mountains stuck up like teeth. Even from space, it looked dangerous. Other aliens stood around the room, rich ones in fancy clothes. They pointed at Maya and talked in their own language. Some looked excited, others looked bored. To them, she was just entertainment. "Last chance to change your mind, human," Veltar said. Maya looked at the planet, at the aliens, at the guards with their weapons. She thought about Titan Station, about her father, about all the humans who had died on this planet before her. I'm ready," she said. The ship landed in a clearing in the red forest. Maya walked down the ramp. The air was thick and warm. It smelled like metal and growing things. The trees were huge and dark. Their leaves made strange sounds in the wind. They gave her a backpack with water and food bars, a basic knife, nothing else. The ship took off fast, leaving her alone. Maya watched it disappear into the red sky. Then she heard something move in the trees, something big. She was not alone on this planet. The hunt had begun. But Maya smiled, a little. The aliens had made one mistake. They thought she was the prey. They were about to learn what it meant to hunt a human. Maya stood in the clearing for a long moment. She listened to the sounds of the forest. Birds made clicking noises. Insects buzzed. Something heavy moved through the trees far away. She needed to find shelter before dark. The red trees were tall as buildings. Their bark was rough and dark. The leaves above blocked most of the light. Maya walked carefully, testing each step. The ground was soft with old leaves. Her boots left clear tracks. That was bad. Anything hunting her could follow the tracks. After an hour of walking, Maya found a stream. The water was clean and cold. She filled her water bottles and washed her face. While she drank, she studied the area. Animal tracks in the mud by the water. Some looked like big cats. Others were strange shapes she had never seen. Maya followed the stream until she found a cave. It was small but dry. Rocks covered the entrance so nothing big could get in. She crawled inside and set up her small camp. Then she went back outside to learn about this world. The first thing she noticed was the silence. When something moved, everything else stopped making noise. That meant predators, big ones. The small animals were scared all the time. Maya found more tracks, scratches on trees, claw marks 8 feet off the ground. Whatever made them was huge and could climb. She also found bones, old kills picked clean. Some bones looked like they came from animals as big as horses. As the sun set, the forest changed. New sounds started. Howls in the distance, things moving in the trees above. Glowing eyes watching from the dark. Maya went back to her cave and made a small fire near the entrance. Fire would keep most animals away. She ate one of her food bars and thought about what she knew. This planet had big predators that hunted at night. They were smart enough to avoid fire. They could climb trees, and they worked together in groups. On Titan Station, her father had taught her about persistence, hunting. Most predators were fast but got tired quickly. Humans could run for hours. They could track prey for days. They never gave up. Other animals sprint, her father said. Humans marathon. But Maya was not hunting. She was being hunted. She needed to change that. The next morning, Maya explored more of the forest. She found a tree with scratch marks and blood. Something had killed here recently. She followed the trail and found drag marks leading to a den. Inside were bones and fur. A predator's home. Maya studied the den carefully. The entrance was narrow. Claw marks on the walls. A smell like rotten meat. She counted the bones. At least 5 different kills. This predator was successful. She backed away quietly and climbed a tall tree to wait. Her father had taught her patience. Good hunters wait. Bad hunters rush and die. 3 hours later, she saw it. The creature was like a big cat, but wrong. Its fur changed colors to match the trees. Black stripes moved across its body like shadows. It had 6 legs and claws as long as her fingers. Yellow eyes that seemed to glow. Maya watched it hunt. The creature moved without sound. It could disappear, even when she was looking right at it. But she noticed something important. It always approached from downwind. It used smell to hunt. The creature left to hunt again. Maya climbed down and went to work. She had an idea. Back at her cave, Maya started making tools. She broke rocks to make sharp edges. She tied them to sticks with strips of cloth from her shirt. Not great weapons, but better than just a knife. She also made a sling from her belt. On Titan Station, she had killed rats with rocks and a sling. But, most important, she made traps. Simple snares using wire from her backpack. Deadfalls using heavy rocks. Her father had shown her how to make them when she was young. Traps never sleep, he said. Traps never miss. Maya set her traps along the game trails, places where animals walked to the stream. She used meat from her food supplies as bait. Then she climbed trees to wait. On the 3rd day, one of her traps worked. She heard a loud snap and an angry roar. When she got there, a creature was caught. It was not the big shadow cat. This one was smaller, like a dog, but with spikes on its back. The trap had broken its leg. Maya killed it quickly with her spear. She felt bad about the pain she caused, but this was survival. She cut up the meat and used the blood to bait more traps. That night, the shadow cat came looking for the dead spike dog. Maya watched from a tree as it sniffed around her traps. The creature was smart. It could smell the danger, but it was also hungry. Maya had learned something important. The predators on this planet were used to being the hunters. They were not used to prey that fought back. The shadow cat found one of her traps. Instead of avoiding it, the creature tried to destroy it. That was its mistake. Maya had built a second trap hidden under the first one. When the shadow cat stepped forward to break the fake trap, it triggered the real one. A heavy log swung down and hit the creature in the side. It roared and fell but was not dead. Maya dropped from her tree with her spear ready. The fight was fast and terrifying. The shadow cat was hurt, but still dangerous. Its claws ripped through the air where Maya had been standing. She rolled away and stabbed with her spear. The creature's changing fur made it hard to see where it was, but Maya had advantages too. She could think ahead. She could plan. When the shadow cat charged, she was ready. She rolled to the side and drove her spear into its neck. The creature died with a long, angry cry. Maya sat down hard, shaking. Her first kill on this world. But she had won. Maya cleaned the shadow cat and took what she needed. The claws were sharp as razors. She tied them to sticks to make better weapons. The fur would keep her warm. The meat would feed her for days. More important, she had learned how to hunt the hunters. Over the next week, Maya killed 3 more predators. She was getting better at it. Faster, smarter. She learned where they liked to hunt, when they slept, what scared them. The aliens watching from their ships could not believe it. Maya heard their aircraft sometimes, high above the trees. They were probably taking pictures, making recordings. No human had lasted this long before. Maya found evidence of other humans who had been dropped here. Old camps, scattered bones, broken equipment. All of them had tried to hide. They had tried to avoid the predators. Maya was doing the opposite. She was hunting them. On the 10th day, Maya made a discovery that changed everything. She found another human. She was following a new set of tracks when she heard a sound that did not belong in the forest. Metal on stone. Someone sharpening a blade. Maya moved carefully toward the sound. Through the trees, she saw a woman sitting by a small fire. The woman was thin and dirty. Her hair was cut short. She wore clothes made from animal fur. Weapons hung from her belt. The woman looked up as Maya approached. She did not seem surprised. "Well," the woman said quietly. "Another one. I am Lisa. Park." "Who are you?" "Maya Collins." "How long have you been here?" 8 months. Lisa stood up slowly. She moved like a predator herself. "You are the first human I have seen in 3 months. The others all died." "How many others?" "Dozens. Maybe more. They keep sending people here." Lisa's eyes were hard and angry. "But you are different. I can tell. You have been hunting them, have you not?" Maya nodded. It seemed like the right thing to do. Lisa smiled for the first time. "Good. Because I have been doing the same thing. And I have learned something important. Something the aliens do not want us to know." "What?" "This is not just entertainment for them. It is research. They are studying us, learning how dangerous humans can be." Lisa picked up her weapons. "And I think it is time we showed them exactly how dangerous we are." Maya looked at Lisa's collection of weapons and tools, all made from the bodies of predators, all designed to kill. "What did you have in mind?" Maya asked. "Simple," Lisa said. "We stop being the prey. We become the predators, and we start hunting something bigger. Then animals. Maya understood. Lisa wanted to hunt the aliens themselves. It was a dangerous idea. But Maya was tired of being entertainment. She was tired of being considered weak. "I am in," Maya said. The two women shook hands. The hunt was about to change in ways the aliens never expected. Lisa led Maya deeper into the forest. They walked for hours without talking. Lisa moved like she owned the place. Every step was careful and quiet. Maya could see why she had survived so long. They stopped at a cliff with a cave hidden behind falling water. Inside, Maya saw things that amazed her. Weapons made from alien metal, tools carved from crystal, maps drawn on animal skin. Lisa had built a workshop. "This is my home," Lisa said. "Safe from most predators. The water hides our smell and sound." Maya looked around. Skulls from dozens of different creatures hung on the walls. Some were as big as her head. Others had too many teeth. All of them looked deadly. "You have been busy," Maya said. "I had to be. The first month almost killed me." Lisa sat down on a rock chair. "I made mistakes, trusted the wrong places, nearly got eaten 6 times. But I learned." "What did you learn?" Lisa pointed at a skull with crystal horns. "That one can see heat from your body. You have to stay cold, or it will find you." She pointed at another with huge ears. "That one hears heartbeats from a mile away. You have to slow your heart down." "How do you slow your heart down?" "Practice, meditation, fear control." Lisa's eyes were different now, calmer. "After a while, you learn to turn off parts of being human, the parts that get you killed." Maya sat down across from her. "You said this was research. What kind of research?" Lisa pulled out a device Maya had never seen. It looked like alien technology, but changed. Modified. "I found this at a research station 2 months ago. The aliens have been studying every human they send here, recording everything." "We do? Why?" "Because they are scared." Lisa activated the device. Pictures appeared in the air above it. Pictures of humans fighting predators, winning. "Look at this data. Humans adapt faster than any species they have studied. We learn, we improve, we survive things that should kill us." Maya watched the recordings. She saw other humans who had been sent here. Most died quickly, but some learned to fight back. Some became dangerous. "The aliens call Earth a death world," Lisa continued. "They think it makes us weak, soft, but they are wrong. It makes us the deadliest species in the galaxy. We just usually do not show it. So they send us here to see what we can do when we have to survive." "Exactly. And now they know." Lisa turned off the device. "The question is, what do we do about it?" Maya thought about Commander Veltar, about how he looked at her like she was nothing, about all the aliens betting on how fast she would die. "We show them they made a mistake," Maya said. Lisa smiled. It was not a nice smile. "I was hoping you would say that." Over the next few days, Lisa taught Maya everything she had learned. How to move without sound, how to track by smell, how to kill quickly and quietly. Maya was a fast learner. Her time on Titan Station had taught her the basics. Lisa taught her the advanced skills. They also planned their first real hunt. Not animals this time. Aliens. The aliens had observation posts around the planet. Small buildings where scientists watched and recorded. Most were supposed to be hidden and protected, but Lisa had found 3 of them. "The closest one has 2 guards," Lisa explained. "Scientists inside. They think they are safe because the building has force fields and weapons. What makes you think we can get inside? Lisa held up a small device. I took this from a dead alien 6 months ago. It opens their locks. The hard part is not getting in. The hard part is getting close without being seen. They spent 2 days watching the observation post. Maya learned the guards' schedule. When they walked around the building, when they changed shifts, when they were most tired. The building was small and white. It had no windows. Cameras watched in every direction. Energy weapons on the roof could kill anything that got too close. But Maya noticed something important. They never look up, she told Lisa. What do you mean? The cameras, the weapons, they all point out at the forest. Nothing looks up at the trees above. Lisa studied the building again. Maya was right. The aliens had not thought about attacks from above. That night, they moved into position. Maya climbed the tallest tree near the building. Lisa went around to the other side. The plan was simple. Maya would drop down on the guards when they came outside. Lisa would open the door and go after the scientists. Maya waited in the tree for 3 hours. Her legs went numb, her arms hurt, but she did not move. On Titan Station, her father had made her sit still for hours while hunting. Patience, he said, is the difference between eating and starving. Finally, the guards came out for their patrol. They were tall aliens with blue skin and 4 arms. They carried energy weapons that could burn through steel, but they walked slowly, bored. They had been doing this job for months with nothing happening. Maya dropped from the tree like a stone. She landed on the first guard's back and drove her crystal knife into his neck. He went down without a sound. The second guard started to turn, but Maya was already moving. She hit him with a rock in the head, then finished him with her spear. Both guards were dead in 10 seconds. Lisa was already inside the building. Maya heard shouts and energy weapons firing. Then, silence. Maya ran to the door. Inside, she found Lisa standing over 3 dead aliens, scientists in white coats. They had not been expecting a fight. Too easy, Lisa said. They never thought prey would attack them. Maya looked around the room. Computers everywhere, screens showing the forest, recording equipment, files with human names on them. Her name was there. So was Lisa's. Look at this, Lisa said. She pointed at a screen showing their success rates. Humans survive 30 times longer than any other species they have tested, and we kill 40 times more predators. What about other species? Dead in hours. All of them. We are the only ones who fight back. Lisa started gathering data files. We need to take this information. Show other humans what the aliens are doing. Maya found something else interesting. A communication system. She could hear alien voices talking about the research station. They knew something was wrong. We have to go, Maya said. They are sending help. Lisa grabbed what she could carry. They ran into the forest just as aircraft appeared in the sky. Energy beams lit up the night, but Maya and Lisa were already gone. Back at Lisa's cave, they studied what they had found. The files contained years of data. Hundreds of humans had been sent to hunting worlds like this one. Most died, but some survived. Some learned. Some became dangerous. They are not just studying us, Lisa realized. They are training us, making us into weapons. Why would they do that? Because there is going to be a war. Lisa showed Maya a file she had found. The aliens think humans are weak now, but they know we will not stay weak. Eventually, humanity will spread through the galaxy. When that happens, they want to be ready. Maya understood. The aliens were not just entertaining themselves. They were preparing to fight humanity by learning how deadly humans could become. So what do we do now? Now we show them how deadly we really are. Lisa picked up her weapons. And we make sure some of us survive to warn Earth what is coming. The next morning they heard something new. Ships landing in the forest. Not the usual small aircraft. Big ships with lots of people inside. Maya climbed a tree to look. What she saw made her smile. Human ships. Military ships. Someone had come to rescue them, but she also saw alien warships moving to intercept. The aliens were not going to let any humans leave this planet alive. "Lisa," Maya called down. "We have company, both kinds." Lisa climbed up beside her. She looked at the ships and nodded. "Looks like our war just started early." Maya checked her weapons. Crystal claws tied to wooden handles. A sling made from alien materials. A spear tipped with metal from the research station. Not much against starships and energy weapons, but Maya had learned something important on this planet. Humans did not need the best weapons to be dangerous. They just needed to be angry enough and smart enough, and Maya was both. "Time to show them what Deathworlders can really do," she said. The rescue had become a battle, and Maya planned to win it. The human ships landed in the same clearing where Maya had first arrived. She watched through stolen alien binoculars as soldiers in armor came out. They moved carefully, weapons ready. Good soldiers who knew they were in danger. Maya counted 20 humans. Not many against the alien forces gathering in the sky above. But these were not ordinary humans. These were Earth military. Trained fighters from the home world. "We should go down there," Lisa said. "Tell them what we learned." Maya shook her head. "Look at the sky." Above them, alien warships were positioning themselves. They had weapons that could destroy the human ships in seconds. The only reason they had not fired yet was because they wanted to capture the humans alive. More test subjects for their research. The rescue team does not know they are surrounded, Maya realized. They think this is just a pickup mission. Lisa was quiet for a moment. Then she smiled her dangerous smile. "Unless we even the odds." Maya looked at her. "What do you mean?" "We know this planet better than anyone. The aliens, the rescue team, they all think like civilized people. Rules, plans, fair fights." Lisa checked her weapons. "But we do not fight fair anymore." Maya understood. They had spent months learning to think like predators. The military people were trying to fight a normal battle. The aliens were trying to capture prisoners. Nobody was thinking like hunters. "The predators," Maya said. "We can use them." "Exactly. The aliens stay in their ships and vehicles, safe from the animals. The humans are in armor, also safe. But what happens if the predators get angry? If something drives them to attack everything in sight?" Maya thought about the big crystal-horned creatures Lisa had shown her. The ones that could see body heat. The flying things with razor wings. The shadow cats that hunted in packs. All deadly. All territorial. How do we make them angry? "Fire," Lisa said. "Noise, blood. Drive them out of their territories. Make them desperate." They spent an hour planning. Then they split up. Lisa went east toward the crystal creature nests. Maya went west toward the shadow cat hunting grounds. Maya moved through the forest faster than she ever had before. Months of survival had made her body hard and quick. She jumped from tree to tree like the predators had taught her. Silent. Focused. She reached the shadow cat territory just as explosions started in the distance. Lisa had begun her part of the plan. Maya could see aircraft moving toward the noise. That left this area less watched. Maya had brought fire, chemical flares from the research station. She lit them and threw them into the shadow cat dens. The creatures came out angry and confused. Their home was burning. They were looking for something to attack. Maya led them toward the clearing where the battle was happening. She stayed just ahead of them, making noise, keeping them angry. Behind her, a pack of 20 shadow cats followed. Each one could kill an armored soldier if it got close enough. When Maya reached the edge of the clearing, the battle had already started. Human soldiers were fighting alien ground troops. Energy weapons lit up the forest, but both sides were being careful, trying not to damage each other too much. Maya changed that. She threw her last flare into the middle of the alien position and dove for cover. The shadow cats came out of the forest like a wave of death. They could not see the difference between humans and aliens. Everything that moved was prey. Everything that smelled like fear was food. The aliens panicked first. Their energy weapons could kill the cats, but there were too many. The creatures moved too fast, changed colors too quickly. The aliens started shooting at everything. The human soldiers were better. They worked together, covered each other, but they were confused. Where had these animals come from? Why were they attacking now? Maya saw her chance. The alien commander was standing near his vehicle, shouting orders. He was focused on the cats, not watching for other threats. Maya had become very good at moving without being seen. She crawled through the grass until she was close enough. Then she threw her spear. The alien commander went down with the crystal spear through his chest. His soldiers saw him fall and started looking around in panic. Who had killed him? Where was the shooter? Maya was already gone, moving to her next target, a group of aliens trying to retreat to their aircraft. She had learned from the predators. On this planet, strike fast. Disappear. Strike again. She used her sling to break the skull of an alien soldier, used her claws to cut the throat of another. Each kill was quick and silent. By the time they found the body, Maya was somewhere else. The humans started to understand what was happening. One of them, a woman with sergeant stripes, saw Maya moving through the grass. "Lisa Collins," the sergeant called. "Amy Liu, Earth Marines. Are you the missing colonist?" "Maya Collins," Maya called back. "And I am not missing anymore." "Where did these animals come from?" "I brought them." Maya reached the sergeant's position. The woman stared at her. Maya knew what she saw. A young woman covered in scars and animal fur. Weapons made from alien parts. Eyes that had seen too much death. "You brought them?" "The aliens think they are hunting us, but we are hunting them." Maya pointed at the alien forces being torn apart by shadow cats and crystal beasts. "Lisa is driving more predators this way. We need to get your people ready." Sergeant Liu looked around the battlefield. Half the alien ground forces were dead or running. The predators were attacking everything that moved. Her own soldiers were holding their position, but barely. "How many of these creatures are coming?" "All of them," Maya said. "Every predator on this side of the planet. Lisa and I made them very angry." The sergeant's radio crackled. Her ship was calling for immediate evacuation. The alien warships were powering up their main weapons. They were going to destroy everything in the clearing. "We need to go," Liu said. "Now." Maya shook her head. "They will just shoot down your ship. You need to give me 10 minutes. 10 minutes for what?" "To finish the hunt." Maya ran toward the alien aircraft before Liu could stop her. The sergeant was a good soldier, but she thought like a soldier. Fair fights. Rules. Maya thought like a predator. The alien aircraft was trying to take off. Maya had learned to think 3 steps ahead. She knew where it would go, what path it would take, where it would be most vulnerable. She climbed the tallest tree near the landing site. When the aircraft rose to her level, Maya jumped. She landed on the wing and held on as the craft climbed higher. The pilot saw her through the window. His 4 eyes went wide with fear. Maya smiled and waved. Then she pulled the pins from 2 grenades she had taken from dead aliens. She dropped the grenades through an air vent and jumped. Maya fell toward the forest below. At the last second, she grabbed a tree branch. Her shoulders screamed with pain, but she held on. Above her, the aircraft exploded in a ball of fire. The wreckage crashed into the other alien vehicles below. Secondary explosions lit up the clearing. In minutes, the entire alien ground force was destroyed. Maya dropped to the ground and ran back toward the human soldiers. Behind her, more explosions echoed through the forest. Lisa was keeping her promise. Every predator on the planet was coming. "This way! Now we can go!" Maya told Sergeant Liu. The human ship took off fast. Through the windows, Maya could see the alien warships trying to decide what to do. Their ground forces were gone. The planet below was crawling with angry predators, and somehow 2 human women had caused all of it. Maya sat down in a chair that felt softer than anything she had touched in months. A medic tried to look at her wounds, but she waved him away. She was not hurt, just tired. "Collins," Sergeant Liu sat down across from her. "How long were you down there?" 4 months, maybe 5. I stopped counting." "And you learned to do all that in 4 months?" Maya thought about the question. How could she explain what this planet had taught her? How could she describe becoming something that was no longer completely human? "The aliens made a mistake," Maya said finally. "They thought Earth was a garden world. They thought we were soft. But Earth is the most dangerous planet in the galaxy. We just usually hide how dangerous we are." "And you stopped hiding?" "I stopped, pretending to be prey." Maya looked out the window at the planet below. Somewhere down there, Lisa was still hunting, still showing the aliens what humans could do when they stopped being civilized. The ship's captain came on the radio. "All hands, prepare for jump to light speed. We are leaving this system." Maya closed her eyes and listened to the engines warming up. They were going home, back to Earth, back to safety. But part of her would always be on that planet. The part that had learned to hunt. The part that had stopped being afraid. The part that knew what humans really were under all their civilization. The aliens had wanted to study human potential. Maya had shown them exactly what that potential looked like, and she had a feeling this was just the beginning. The human ship made it halfway to the jump point before the alien warships caught up. Maya felt the first impact through the hull. Energy weapons hitting their shields. The ship shook like it was coming apart. "All hands to battle stations," the captain announced. "We are under attack." Maya looked out the window. 3 alien warships surrounded them. Each one was twice the size of the human ship. They had enough firepower to destroy a small moon. "Can we outrun them?" Sergeant Liu asked the captain. "Not a chance. They are faster and have longer range weapons." Captain Ryan Torres was a young man with tired eyes. "We might last 10 minutes if we fight." Maya stood up. Her body still hurt from the battle on the Pas planet, but her mind was clear. "Let me talk to them." "What?" "The aliens. Let me talk to their commander." Torres looked at her like she was crazy. "What makes you think they want to talk?" Because I am what they came here to study. They want to understand how dangerous humans can be. Maya walked to the communication station. I think it is time I showed them. Torres thought about it for a moment. Then he nodded to his communication officer. Open a channel to the lead alien ship. The main screen lit up with the image of an alien bridge. Maya recognized the species, Zephyrian, like Commander Veltar, but bigger, more scars. This one was a warrior. I am War Leader Voxthan, the alien said. His voice was deep and angry. You will surrender immediately. Prepare to be boarded. I am Maya Collins, Maya said. The human you sent to die on your planet. Voxthan's yellow eyes focused on her. Impossible. You should be dead. Your research was incomplete, War Leader. You studied what humans do when they try to survive. You never studied what they do when they decide to hunt. You killed my research. Team! Destroyed my ground forces. I killed predators that thought I was prey. Maya stepped closer to the screen. Just like I am going to kill you. Voxthan laughed. It sounded like rocks grinding together. You are on a small ship surrounded by my fleet. How exactly do you plan to kill me? Maya smiled. It was the same smile Lisa had taught her. The smile of a predator that had found new prey. The same way I killed everything else on your planet, by being better at hunting than you are. The aliens. Expression changed. He had expected begging or surrender, not threats from someone he considered weak prey. Your ship will be destroyed in 5 minutes, Voxthan said. Then I will take your body back to study. Learn from your corpse. You can try, Maya said. Then she cut the communication. Captain. Torres stared at her. Collins, what are you doing? Something crazy. Maybe stupid. Maya looked around the bridge. How many people can fit in the escape pods? All of us. Why? Because I am not leaving in a pod. Maya picked up a plasma rifle from the weapons rack. I am going over there. To their ship? That is suicide. No, that is hunting. Maya checked. The rifle's charge. On Cathara Prime, I learned something important. Predators never expect their prey to attack them. They are not ready for it. You want to board an alien warship by yourself? I want to finish what they started. Maya looked at the tactical display. Their ship is 3 times our size, hundreds of crew members, heavy armor, powerful weapons. But all of that makes them slow, predictable. Torres was quiet for a moment. What do you need? Get me close to their ship. Launch the escape pods. To make them think everyone is abandoning ship. Then use this ship as a distraction. Maya picked up more weapons and ammunition. I will handle the rest. Maya, Sergeant Liu said. You cannot fight a whole ship by yourself. I do not have to fight the whole ship, just the important parts. Maya had learned about ship design during her time in the colonies. Kill the bridge crew, destroy the power systems, make them choose between saving their ship and chasing you. Torres understood. You want to turn their own ship into a trap. Exactly. The same way I used the planet against them. The plan was simple but dangerous. The human ship would pretend to be crippled, launch escape pods to make the aliens think the crew was abandoning ship, then get close enough for Maya to jump across to the alien vessel. Maya put on a spacesuit and waited in the airlock. Through the porthole, she could see the alien warship getting closer. It was huge. Black metal covered with weapon turrets, thousands of windows glowing with light. You sure about this, Collins? Torres asked over the radio. No, Maya answered honestly. but I am sure about what happens if I do not try. The human ship moved closer to the alien vessel. Energy beams passed just meters from Maya's airlock. The aliens were trying to disable the ship, not destroy it. They wanted prisoners. Now, Torres said. Maya opened the airlock and jumped into space. The distance between ships was only 50 meters, but it felt like forever. Maya flew through the dark with nothing but her suit thrusters to guide her. If she missed, she would drift in space until her air ran out. She hit the alien ship's hull hard enough to rattle her teeth, but her magnetic boots locked onto the metal surface. She was aboard. Maya found an airlock and used the tools Lisa had taught her to make. Acid from the crystal creatures on Cathara Prime could eat through almost any metal. She poured it around the airlock seal and waited. The acid burned through in minutes. Maya climbed inside and sealed the breach behind her. Now she was in the alien ship, in the belly of the beast. The corridors were dark and full of strange smells. Everything was built for creatures 7 feet tall. Maya had to look up to see the ceiling. But that gave her an advantage. The aliens would be looking for threats at their own eye level. Not down low where Maya was moving. She found a maintenance shaft and climbed inside. On Titan Station, she had learned to move through the infrastructure of buildings. Every ship had the same basic systems: power, life support, navigation. Destroy the right components and the whole thing would stop working. Maya crawled through the ship's guts for an hour. She planted explosive charges on power cables and life support processors. Not enough to destroy the ship, but enough to cripple it. Then she made her way toward the bridge. Getting there meant moving through crew areas. Maya saw dozens of aliens going about their jobs. They had no idea a human was aboard their ship. She moved like the Shadow Cats had taught her, silent, invisible, deadly. When she found aliens alone, she killed them quietly. A crystal blade to the neck, a thrown stone to the head. Each death was quick and silent. By the time the bodies were found, Maya was somewhere else. She reached the bridge level just as alarms started going off. Someone had found the charges she planted. The aliens were searching the ship for saboteurs. The bridge was protected by heavy doors and armed guards. Maya could not fight her way through. But she had learned to think like water. Find the cracks. Flow around obstacles. Maya climbed outside the ship again. This time, she moved across the hull toward the bridge windows. The aliens were looking inside their ship for threats. They were not watching the outside. Maya placed her last explosive charge against the bridge window. The blast would blow the window out and decompress the bridge. Everyone inside would die unless they were wearing spacesuits. She activated the charge and held on. The explosion lit up space like a small sun. The bridge window shattered outward, taking atmosphere and several aliens with it. Maya was pulled along by the blast, but managed to grab onto the window frame. She climbed inside as emergency systems sealed the breach. The bridge was in chaos. Half the crew was dead. The other half was struggling to put on emergency gear. War Leader. Voxthan was still alive, protected by his command chair's built-in life support. He saw Maya climb through the broken window and his eyes went wide with shock. "Impossible," he said through his breathing mask. "I told you," Maya said, raising her rifle. "You never studied what happens when humans decide to hunt." Voxthan drew his own weapon, but Maya was faster. Months of survival had given her reflexes, like a predator. She shot him 3 times in the chest before he could aim. The war leader fell, staring at Maya with dying eyes. "What are you?" I am what you made me, Maya said. A human who stopped pretending to be prey. Maya looked around. The bridge! The surviving aliens were staring at her in terror. A single human woman had destroyed their ship and killed their commander. Everything they thought they knew about humans was wrong. Tell your people, Maya said to the bridge crew. Tell them what happens when you hunt humans for sport. She activated the emergency beacon Jake had given her so long ago. Then she sat down in the command chair and waited. An hour later, human ships arrived. Not just the rescue ship, but a full battle fleet. They had been following the beacon signal, ready to fight if necessary, but there was no fight left. The alien fleet was crippled. Their crews were in shock. The mighty war leader was dead, killed by a single human woman they had thought was helpless prey. Maya was offered transport back to Earth, a chance to return to normal life. But as the human fleet prepared to leave, Maya made a different choice. I am going back to the planet, she told Captain Torres. Why? Because it is my territory now, and because other aliens will come. They always do. Maya looked at the data, files she had taken from the alien ship. They have been sending humans to dozens of hunting worlds, testing us, learning about us. So what will you do? What I learned to do. Hunt. Maya picked up her weapons. But not animals this time. I will hunt the hunters. Make them afraid to come to human space. Torres understood. Maya